Hi Pisces, welcome to August 2017. This is a mammoth month because we have 2 eclipses, and if that's not big enough, we also have to throw into the mix Mercury retrograde. That's right, Mercury moves retrograde on August 12th through September 5th. He starts out in the area of relationship for you in Virgo at 11 degrees, and then he moves back into Leo on the 31st. Now, the eclipses have moved into Leo and Aquarius, and that's kind of relief for you because you've had to deal with the eclipses last year and the year before in Pisces and Virgo. Now they're in Aquarius and Leo. And so the first eclipse is on August 7th, and Aquarius is 12 signs from you. So that brings the focus to working behind the scenes, completing things, unfinished business. It also brings light to how you get in your own way or how you hold yourself back. Now, with the Aquarius lunar eclipse, its ruling planet Uranus moves retrograde on August 3rd. So watch out around this time for impatience, rash decisions, impulsiveness. Perhaps it's with spending with you. Be aware that you could be making some impulse buying and then a couple days later going, and so Uranus is in that area of your life that has to do with what you love and value. Your money, your resources, your talent, your gifts, your abilities, your self-worth. And he is in harmony with the Leo energy and Saturn in that area of what you do in the world, which is great news. Now, with the eclipse in Aquarius, maybe there is some work project that you're finishing. It could be that you are finishing up something to do with your business, something to do with your work. Maybe there's something you're doing behind the scenes and you're getting ready to launch it, and you're putting the finishing touches on around the Aquarius full moon. This energy also opens doors to your past lives, and you could be receiving insight and understanding into other incarnations that are significant to you now. So tune into those dreams, tune into those meditations, listen to what you're receiving. Right? Sometimes it can be where we see a place, and then all of a sudden that place, it's like we've been there before even though we haven't, or something historical comes up that you remember being there, being part of it. Very dynamic in that area of spirituality and metaphysics and the past lives, how the past lives have played into who you are now. Past loves too. With the retrograde energy, it does bring people back. So it could be bringing past lives up, past loves up, back to into your life. The important thing is to do what heals you, because even at this lunar eclipse in Aquarius, there's a yod, a finger of God off the sun in Leo. So God is pointing to the sun in Leo, and Leo rules your work habits, your health habits, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, your lifestyle, your dharma in the world. Pisces, work like Leos. And there's a huge focus there. You have Mars in Leo, North Node, direction of life you're to go in Leo, Sun in Leo. And there was a new moon in this area on July 23rd. Mars entered that area on July 20th. And then the first new moon in Leo at 0 degrees, right at the beginning of the sign. Cosmic downloads coming in, anchoring the new energy, anchoring the new essence of who you are, and of course how you work. And then the total solar eclipse that's coming on the 21st is at 28, 29 degrees, right at the end of Leo. And Leo rules the heart. Leo is about love, leadership, creativity, the magic child. And it is about tapping into the magic of your life, being childlike, not childish, but childlike, curious, having passion for life, having an excitement and a freshness for life, having that zest and zing. And with that, God pointing to the sun in Leo, it is about that. It's about, maybe for some of you finding your passion in what you do again. Maybe what you've been doing it's kind of gotten boring for you. And so you want to change it up, right? If we change on the inside, then the outside changes, right? Our patterns can change. Or maybe for some of you, you want to change what you do, the work you're doing. You want to change that way, where you move into a new job. It is very supportive for you because Saturn is trining the sun. It goes exact on the 13th, and then the total solar eclipse on the 21st, Uranus is exactly trining the sun on the 21st and forming a loose grand fire trine with Saturn off of this solar eclipse, which is fantastic. And for you, Saturn is in that area of your destiny in the world, your achievement in the world, your work in the world. Saturn rewards integrity, hard work, perseverance, patience. And if you've been doing your homework and being patient and striving, you're going to see the payoff because Saturn's moving direct on the 25th. So there's some sort of payoff coming in here for you. Promotion in what you do. Going to the next level in what you do. And being financially rewarded. Uranus is in that area of income, money, and abundance. Very exciting energy to work with. For you, it is about the life-work balance. It is about taking care of you and taking care of your health. Your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the better your outlook is. I know that myself because I have a tendency to do too much and exhaust myself. And then it's not good. And so be aware of that. If you're burning the candle on both ends, there's not going to be anything left. And so be aware of, how you're taking care of yourself and revitalizing yourself, because this is about a new start. This could be like a jump start for you too, like injecting this new freshness and aliveness and passion and creativity and joy into what you do. And you could be loving it because, it's like this grand fire trine, in that area of what you love and value and what you want. So for some of you, you could be really getting your ideal job. Like there could be something coming in that's ideal for you, that you're just like, wow, I love this. This is a great opportunity that's coming my way. Now, with Mercury going retrograde, you may not see it until we get to your full moon in September, or until Mercury goes direct September 5th and on, because there's so much happening here, yet we have Pluto retrograde, Uranus retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Chiron retrograde, Mercury retrograde. With all that retrograde, we may not have full understanding or clarity as to what is really going on. What the heck is going on here, people? And, you know, things are going to be happening fast and furious, of course, with eclipse energy. However, you know, being given the right job or the right job opportunity and so on may not be delivered until after Mercury goes direct in September. And you may have full, you know, understanding by the time you have your full moon in Pisces, especially because that'll be in the first house with you. And it won't be behind the scenes, it will be right in your life and what you're doing. And that's exciting. But this is still really good energy, and anything can happen. Uranus is involved with both of these moons. Uranus is, please expect the unexpected, and it is in harmony with the total solar eclipse. It's not aspecting the lunar eclipse because that's only at 15 degrees, and Uranus is almost to the end, 28 degrees, like the Leo eclipse. And so it just depends on, you know, how it uniquely affects each one. Sometimes the universe doesn't wait, and the universe says, you got to move, or you got to get out of that job, right? Or you got to change the situation, and you got to do it now, today. Today? Today's the day? You know, but Mercury's retrograde. Too bad. You got to do it. And, you know, I've done plenty of things with Mercury retrograde. However, I always prefer to wait until it goes direct if it's a big decision. And, you know, but if the universe is saying, you know, you need to move or you need to change around the eclipses, then that's okay too. Then that's whatever is your higher self telling you, that trumps the astrology. And so it will be unique for each one of you depending on your path, depending on where you are, depending on what you're doing. It'll be unique to each individual Pisces as to what your divine timing is. It may come in September. You know, is that any changes that you're about to make may come in September once Mercury goes direct. But it is an amazing energy. Uranus exactly trines the Sun on the 21st, and then the Sun enters Virgo on the 22nd, you know, in that relationship area for you. However, Mercury backs out of there on the 31st, and Venus goes into Leo on the 26th, and so here we are back at the work area. You're right, there's so many planets in this area of your work habits, your health, and so work looks great and really busy, and career looks like it's just taken off, and that's exciting too. So there is a lot of good energy here for you, and it is bringing new starts. But it also has to do with revitalizing you, re-energizing you. And it's, you know, also consider the quality of your work. This could also be injecting this new energy into your life to improve your work, to improve the quality of what you're doing, but also bringing love and joy into what you're doing. Adding more comedy to what you do. More laughter. People don't get enough laughter in their lives. We're always so serious, and we're always focused on duties and responsibilities, and we don't have enough laughter. And laughter is what heals us. Laughter raises your vibration. Laughter makes you feel better. And it spreads that love and joy out into the world. So maybe for some of you, you know, it is about that, about not taking it all so serious and adding more joy into your life, more laughter, more fun, more play into what you do. Having more fun with what you do. Having more play with what you do. Seeing the lighter side of life. And, you know, for some of you, there can be, people coming back from your past that show up here in August with you into September. You do have Venus in that area of true love and romance until the 26th. So Venus is lighting up the romance area for you. Even though the whole crowd is in that area of work and service, Mars in Leo, Sun in Leo, Moon in Leo, North Node in Leo, and then of course Mercury moves in there, then Venus. So, it's like, hey, we're all over here. We're over here in the area of work. However, Venus is gracing that area of true love and romance for most of the month. And with Mercury in that area of partnership until the end of the month, for some of you, you could be, girlfriends, ghosts of the past or something like that. Someone from your past could be coming back to connect with you again. And it's up to you as to what you would like to see happen and what you want to do. Because you do have that full moon in that area too of the past and the past lives and the past loves and the so there is this other theme going on with you this month in regards to relationship and people from your past coming back wanting to dance again. And it will be, up to you as to what you want. You may just be like rethinking it and not taking any action, like you just may be feeling like, I'm gonna take my time with this. I'll think about it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You could be going back and forth with it. Shall I dance again or shall I sit this one out? Right? You're going back and forth with it. That's okay too. Right? August is not the month to make choices, decisions, if you can help it, because there's so much happening. There's so much going on so many levels that it's a time to assimilate and digest and integrate. But the forward movement really comes in September when that Mercury goes direct, and there is greater insight and understanding that will come at your full moon. Now, emotions will be strong with Mars in Leo, especially at work. So be aware of who's pushing your buttons in the work area, because you could find that with this energy that, other people are going over the top at work. Or, if you own your own business, clients, customers, patients, and so on. But it's still a fun energy, and it's not about you, so you can really enjoy it. You can, step back and observe and not get pulled into it. And, with a big focus like this, it is important to be, really looking at your health and what you can do to improve it. Maybe you want to, change diet, right? Look at your diet and see how you could make some changes there. What about exercise, right? They say sitting is the new smoking. Oh, we're all on computers, right? So we all, sit and then you drive and they're sitting when you're driving. It's just too much. And so really good to get out and move that body. Yeah. And do your aerobics, right? Do your yoga, do your Pilates, right? Do your workouts. And then that really helps to move the energy and get the endorphins going and the serotonin going and really make you feel great about what's going on. And the potential here is so fantastic for promotion, for you moving up in what you do. And of course that increases the prosperity as well. Yeah, so it's an interesting dynamic for you because you're now working behind the scenes in August, and you're doing this completion and finishing up, and the more you take off your plate and take off, the more energy you're going to have, the more freer you're going to feel. And that really is what Uranus wants, is to liberate you and break you free from the patterns that no longer serve you, so that you can blaze a new trail in the area of your work and service to the world and health as well. And Saturn's up there supporting you, and so is Uranus, and moving you up into that area of destiny in the world, because Saturn's moving forward in that area, and that totally opens things up there. So if you have been waiting for a promotion or a new work opportunity or job opportunity, it's coming. And it could come in August. I see it more in September for you, but anything is possible. And with Uranus so powerful here in August, he loves to surprise. Surprise! Here it is. And what a pleasant surprise. Because it really is a wonderful energy for you to improve the work you're doing, find new passion in what you're doing, revitalize what you're doing, take your work to the next level, take your health to the next level. And of course, your wealth is in your health, because the better you feel, the better everything looks. The better you feel, the more you can do, and the more you can achieve in the world, which is awesome, which is what it's about. But it is also, an energy about, taking time to play, taking time to have fun, doing things that are just for fun, that make you happy, that make you feel, I'm alive, I'm so excited to be alive. And, loving that inner child, loving that that passion for life and living and work and so on. And seeing what comes to fruition in the weeks and the months ahead in this area of what you do, the work, and as well as your spiritual life and unfinished business, karma, right? And that's, part of coming to completion, maybe, with someone who you need to, finish up with, right? Where it can be a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend. It could be a colleague. It could be anyone that you are now coming to completion with and finishing up with. And it has to do with your karmic past, right? It can be someone that you have a past life history with, that here in this life you're finishing up with and completing something with. And you could also have someone new in your life, right? Because Venus is in that area. So it could be like more than one person. Like you have this new person that you're very attracted to and having fun with, and then this other person comes back that you're also needing to set the record straight or say things that you didn't have an opportunity to say before, get something off your chest, so to speak. And you're going to have that opportunity too. Now, there's a lot happening here, and this is just the beginning, right? Because new moons plant seeds, and eclipses, they continue for weeks and months into the future. And, for you, I'm just seeing that there could be much more coming to fruition in September when the action moves to Virgo and Pisces, and of course that Mercury is direct. But anything is possible with these energies. Anything can be brought to light in August and, you know, given to you to, hey, I'm going to take action here. I'm going to move this here. I'm going to make this change here. And a lot of times the changes come on the inside first, right? So you could be changing your work habits, you could be changing your health habits, you could be changing how you do relationship. As you make those changes, then the outside changes, the work changes, the relationship changes, the environment changes. So be aware of what you need and what you want, and, you know, do that for yourself first. Make sure you're giving to you what you need. And then that way, the universe will bring to you your heart's desire, what you want, in the weeks and the months and the years ahead. For those of you open for love, ready for love, it could happen, you know, you have Venus in that area of true love and romance all month. And so that could be a new relationship starting. You also have Mercury retrograde in the area of relationships, so that could be also someone coming back that you were once lovers with or had a relationship with. For those of you coupled, you know, it is a time to rethink what you need from each other, right? Mercury is in that area, you know, asking for good communication to make sure that you are getting your needs met in partnership and relationship. But we'll focus more on that in September. Money looks good and will continue to bring you greater prosperity as you move up in what you're doing or revitalize what you're doing so that it increases the prosperity as well. Career looks really good, and there could be a promotion here for you coming in August. And especially if you've done the work and you've been diligent and you've really, you know, performed well, then you'll see the reward. If there's been shortcuts, then we don't get the, Saturn does not reward that. So, you know, if you have been doing the work and putting in the time and really working on performance, you're going to see a promotion here in August or September. Spiritually, this is a very spiritual time for you. Make sure you're taking time for your meditations. You're taking time for the quiet so that you can hear the information being given to you at this time. And there is a big focus on this spiritual life, work life, spiritual life, personal life, spiritual life, health. And, you know, there's a really big focus on your health, but it can be improving too. So for those of you that have been having some, you know, challenges, you could find that you have more energy, that you're feeling better, that things are healing, that you're on the mend with whatever has been challenging you. For others, you may be feeling like, I'm going to start this new, you know, fitness program. I'm just going to get lean, mean fighting machine. I'm just going to get muscular and lean, and you could feel really energized to do that with this energy, which is super exciting because your wealth is in your health. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my videos. Pisces, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps the channel. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. It's very easy. You go to my astrology page, you purchase your consultation. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to focus on a new lifestyle strategy, business strategy, work, it's very easy. You go to my coaching page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you So until next time, Pisces, your wealth is in your health. I wanted to sing for you one of my favorite childhood songs. It's A Frog Went to Courtin', and it is a love story. A frog went to courtin', he did ride A frog went to courtin', he did ride, sword and pistol by his side. He rode up to Miss Muzzie's door. He rode up to Miss Muzzie's door, where he'd often been before. He said, Miss Muzzie, are you within? He said, Miss Muzzie, are you within? Yes, kind sir, I sit and spin. He took Miss Muzzie upon his knee. He took Miss Muzzie upon his knee, said, Miss Muzzie, will you marry me? Without my uncle's right consent. Without my uncle's right consent, I wouldn't marry the president. Uncle Rat, he laughed and shook his fat sides. Uncle Rat, he laughed and shook his fat sides to think his niece would be a bride. Then Uncle Rat rode off to town. Uncle Rat rode off to town to buy his niece a wedding gown. Oh, where will the wedding supper be? Oh, where will the wedding supper be? Way down yonder by the hollow tree. The first to come was a little white moth. The first to come was a little white moth to spread out the tablecloth. The next to come was a bumblebee. The next to come was a bumblebee, played the fiddle upon his knee. The next to come was a tiny flea. The next to come was a little flea, danced the jig with a bumblebee. The next to come was Mrs. Cow. The next to come was Mrs. Cow, tried to dance but didn't know how. Now Mr. Frog was dressed in green. Now Mr. Frog was dressed in green, sweet Miss Mouse looked like a queen. They all gathered round the lucky pair. They all gathered round the lucky pair, singing, dancing everywhere. Then Frog and Mouse went off to France. Then Frog and Mouse went off to France. That's the end of my romance.